Hi Stanwich, we're back with our next segment. We're going to do two different types of salmon. I thought you'd like to have something that is easy to produce. We're going to do a blackened salmon with street corn and zucchini. And we're also going to do an orange ginger glazed salmon as well. So we're going to give you two different options as to your liking and your taste buds. One a little spicy, and one a little sweet and savory. We've picked up some beautiful salmon from Pagano's Seafood in Norwalk. They are available to the public as of right now. They will be doing home deliveries. They will have an online service where you can order fresh seafood. Nice to have it delivered to your door, packaged and worry-free. So in order to get started with our blackened salmon, I've put together a homemade blackening spice, and I'll walk you through it. Everything is 2 tablespoons other than the cayenne pepper that's in the middle. We have black pepper, thyme, granulated garlic, paprika. You can use smoked paprika as well. This is onion powder, chili powder. Salt is in the middle. Like I said, that's just 1 tablespoon of cayenne. I think the cayenne can be a little bit much. And the game changer is the brown sugar. That kind of gives you that, pulls all these spicy flavors together with a little bit of sweetness, which I like, and it gives you great color in the pan. Now what we're going to do is mix all this up.
Chef, quick question. If folks are sensitive to peppery things, can that cayenne pepper be backed down a little bit?
Oh yeah, absolutely. You could use a smoked paprika, anything of that nature. Okay, so this is going to be our spice blend. It's just my brown sugar is a little bit dried out, but we'll get it worked together. And our next step is to use this as our dredge for our salmon. Next step is we want to preheat our pan and get some fire going over here off to my side, and we'll cut to that next. Okay, so we've mixed our spices together. That's our blend. We have the salmon, which we're just going to dust one side. We're going to crust one side. That's more than enough spice that you can handle. So we're just going to drop this right into that spice mix, and that is plenty of spice to make everybody happy. So we're going to dredge each one of these. Sticks nicely. Just to give it a nice little crust. Fix this up a little bit. Back in there. Two, three, four, looks like 5 of us for dinner tonight. Okay. I'm just going to dust a little bit more of this spice on the top. Just a wee bit more. Make sure we have a nice crust. I have to talk over the hoods because this is going to get a little smoky. Definitely make sure you have your hood system or whatever it is you use for exhaust working, okay? Because this will choke you out. We have a hot pan preheated, okay? I got some nice temperature in there, like a medium-high heat, and I'm going to just go up a notch because the temperature of the fish is going to take the temperature out of the pan. What I like to do is I like to spray. If I see that smoke coming off that pan like that, that tells me I've got good heat, and I want to hit it with a little bit of olive oil too. It gives me a nice little foundation to work with. I like the non-stick pans for this. And here we go. Spice side down. So we got some decent temperature in that pan. my temperature zones here a little bit. And now we wait. I'd say it would go about 2-3 minutes. Okay, so we're just about ready to turn here. I think we're going to have some nice color. Smells coming up beautiful. And there we go. Okay, I don't like it too black. I think a little too much char on there is a little unsightly. I like it a little golden and just starting to turn a little on the black side. See that? Nice. Now I've got an oven that's been preheated to 375 degrees on convection. I like to cook on convection, fast and quick. We're searing the other side of the salmon closed. I have a spray sheet pan to catch the fish. I always put a little spray on. It's a lot easier during cleanup. And we'll put the fish on that sheet pan. I'm just going to grab a spatula here. I don't want to break the fish up. It'll have a tendency, and this is where the bones come out of the fish. It'll always have a tendency to crack on there, so if you want to try to keep it intact, let's try to go after with a spatula. Okay?
So how long was it on once you flipped it about for folks like me?
We were in a preheated pan about 2 minutes on one side. And then we just put about a minute on the other side.
A minute on the other side, okay.
And we're going to finish this in the oven.
For about
Okay?
how many minutes?
You can leave it in the pan if you'd like. Some people are uncomfortable with that. I think for your purposes, I think we would just put this on a sheet pan and we're going to go, I'm going to say 7 minutes in a 375 oven.
Okay.
Should cover it. All right, our next project is we're going to do a little tomato salad with avocado to go along with the street corn. I thought it'd be a nice little accompaniment to share with that. I'm going to give you a little trick how to cut these little tomatoes instead of standing there all day cutting them one by one. We have a little trick we use when we do batches. We take the tomatoes, we put them between two little deli container lids, just like so, as you can see, and you got a little bit of a seam there. And you're going to take a nice sharp knife and you'll protect your hands just by slicing right through. And then you've got your tomatoes all cut in half. Isn't that nice? Thank you, Derek. I love that trick. My buddy Derek. Next, we're going to add a little bit of avocado. I think for 5 people, I think I'm going to use 2 avocados. So we'll take a paring knife. That one's already done. Okay. And we'll just cut the avocado in half. They're a little bit firm, but I think we're going to be able to work with this. Give it a twist. Again, I like to just be very careful. The back of the knife, give it a little turn like so. Okay. Same thing here, double up, give it a little twist. You want to be very careful to get that pit out. And next we're going to remove the meat from the avocado. I like to use a spoon. And actually these turned out pretty good. I'm pleasantly surprised. They look pretty good. Okay, here's our avocados. And what we're going to do is just real simple. We'll just run our knife through the avocado. These are perfect. If I did this yesterday, they'd be like bullets. Okay, a little dice.
I'm definitely not your sous chef, just keeping an eye on the broiler.
We are going to just maybe some like mock almost like guacamole flavors in here. We're going to put a little bit of garlic. Okay. How about some fresh lime juice? We got to have that because that's going to help keep the color up. All right, just a half of a lime should be plenty in there. Okay, I do have some little dry cilantro we can put in. Obviously, I'm going to need my helper, salt, and some pepper. And with that lime juice, garlic is optional. If you'd like to put a little garlic in there. You know what I think we're going to do? I'm just going to put a little granulated garlic in there, just to boost that up a little bit. Nothing wrong with dry spices and flavorings at all. All right, and we'll just hit this with a splash of olive oil. Maybe a splash more. I love olive oil. And we'll just kind of turn this over. Okay. Beautiful. And we'll just kind of let this sit and mellow for a little bit. And our next project is we're going to do our base for our street corn. All right, I've got one onion. And as I told you, remember your positions. Okay, we've got the root facing away from you. And nice and fine on this. I want this really, really fine. Because this is going to go on the corn. And I want it to kind of disappear. So we're just going to go very, very, very fine, minced. Pepper, a little red pepper. And we're going to do this really, really fine. I really only need like half of it. We'll use the other half somewhere else. I like to get this really, really fine and just flat spotted, okay? And when you cut a pepper, okay, I find that if you cut the flesh side rather than, I'll call it the skin side on the outside, first of all, it keeps your knife sharper, longer. This will dull the knife on this side, so stay away. Again, we're going to go really, really, really small, okay? What I like to do is a little julienne cut. All right, keep those fingers curled. And just to give this a little accent of sweetness. Okay. And you know what, guys? Have fun with this because you can spend the time on it now and you reap the rewards when you sit down together and we can all talk around the table. And we've got a pan heated up. We've got some olive oil going in. A heavy tablespoon, just enough to get some action going in there. Okay. And coming back to my board. Quick little saute. We want to get those, I don't want to color the onions, just get them clear, medium high heat. Okay, we're going to hit this with a little fresh garlic. This time we're going to use a garlic press, okay? With a garlic press, I always like to have a little knife handy. And we always start the onions or anything we're working with first so we don't burn the garlic. And we just squeeze. And I just think like 1 clove is probably going to be enough. I got another little piece here, so let's just push this through. A little extra garlic never hurt. Keeps the vampires away. All right, we don't want to catch color. Have a little bit of ancho chili pepper in adobo sauce. So this is is this going to bring out like a smokiness to this coating that we're going to put on this corn. Okay?
That comes in a can, yes?
Yeah, tiny little cans. You'll get them in the, usually in the taco section somewhere in through there in the stores.
In the specialty foods, yeah.
Yeah, I pick up Goya. I think I have it open.
What do you
here.
have there?
Okay.
Oh yeah, perfect.
Chipotle peppers and adobo.
Perfect.
I mean, a little goes a long way. Those cans are small for a reason. It just gives that nice little rustic smokiness, that flavor that we're looking for. We're going to cool this down a little bit, and I'll show you how we put this together for the street corn. Okay, our mixture is cooling down. Our peppers and onions and garlic. To that, I'm going to add some cilantro and this is a little bit of sour cream. We would like to use crema. Crema is a Mexican type of sour cream, if you will. It's a little on the tangy side. So in order to recreate that, I can't find it in the store, but you can make it just by adding a little bit of mayonnaise. So I've got 1/3 of a cup of sour cream going in here. Okay. And of all things, I got 1/4 cup of mayo. Okay, I'll just work this together. And this is going to be the coating for our corn. You could do this with just roasted corn or corn on the cob. Either way, I grilled the corn earlier, which you're going to see. Okay, and then we're just going to finish this with a cheese, a cow's milk cheese called cotija, which has a saltiness to it. That's why I didn't put any salt in here to begin with, so it's kind of on the saltier side. That enzyme comes right through on the cheese. A little briny, but good. Okay, that's our base for our corn. Our corn will be up in a second. We did a little bit of zucchini.
I like the way you grilled that.
On the grill. Just real fast. Spray, salt, pepper, hot grill outside. And just enough crisscross mark. By the time you get that heat in there, they're done. Super fast vegetable for the grill. And then the corn, I just sprayed. Didn't even season it. Didn't think it was necessary. You get the smokiness of the grill, the flavor of the grill coming through on the corn. You'll hear the corn start to pop a little bit. And just keep moving it around. Find your hot spots on your grill. Okay? So we're just going to kind of roll this mixture. Maybe I'll just roll it right in there. I like that better. Okay? It's kind of getting down and dirty and getting in there with it. Okay? And I'll show you one complete. I'm not going to bore you with all of this. We'll take our cotija cheese, and all we have to do is give that a little sprinkle, like so, up the sides, and give it a little side of a roll there, and we're good to go. So we're going to plate this. We have our little guacamole tomato salad, if you will. I'm just going to grab a piece of fish right here. Okay, we have our street corn to go with right here. Okay,
Beautiful.
plated and ready to roll. We have our mixture for the street corn, and what I've done is I've roasted, this is about 2 pounds of sweet corn that's been roasted in the oven. I'm going to say 20 minutes, 25 minutes depending on your oven. Higher temperature, 375, definitely a little bit of salt on this. This is just a frozen corn if you can't find corn on the cob. Okay, and it has a nice nutty flavor by roasting it as such. And we'll just kind of mix this in. This is more of a, I don't know, a side dish attempt at a street corn. And got all our flavors coming together there, coating it up nice. And we're just going to hit this with our cotija cheese. Okay. You want to overheat it. Okay, good to go. Can't hurt to throw a little green onion in there. Got a little green onion kicking around. That's nice. All right, that looks pretty good. I like that one. Our blackened salmon. We'll start out with our street corn. There should be plenty. And our avocado and tomato salad. Nice and easy going. Get some pop of color in there. Laura, can you grab me a zucchini?
Sure.
I got it. It's right here. Okay. Perfect. We got our zucchini going in there.
I thought I was just in charge of the wine.
It's fine.
Again.
Okay. Put our salmon right in there.
Beautiful.
And I'll tell you, that's a nice dish right there. Summertime coming up. A little bit of the cotija cheese again.
Now, Chef, just one quick question for those non-dairy folks out there. They could have just added the corn without the sour cream
Correct.
and mayo, and it would still be delicious and fresh.
And what I've come across in the stores is lactose-free sour creams
Yeah,
of that
'cause our-
nature. Those lighter sour creams.
Yeah.
It's kind of the dish, though. If you're not looking for that, maybe just corn on the cob. And just a little bit of scallion there.
Well, our doorbell should be ringing any minute now.
And the only thing we're missing is a little bit of wedge. I would go with a little wedge of lime on there. That's a great looking plate. Bon appetit, everyone. Okay, next preparation, salmon the second way. We have an orange ginger glaze, which is nothing more than a teriyaki sauce, your favorite of choice, kikkoman be it, whatever you desire. Can be a little bit on the salty side, so by cutting it with the, we're going to use an orange marmalade, it's going to really just mellow things out. This is a half a cup of teriyaki sauce, which the recipe will follow. And I want to use, you know what, I'm going to use that same measuring cup, and we'll do a half a cup of your favorite orange marmalade. Okay, just to keep it simple. Half a cup, half a cup. And then you're probably going to have a little bit extra, and you can always use it again as long as you don't contaminate it. And then we've got a teaspoon, 1 solid teaspoon of ground ginger we're going to add to that. And then we'll go back to the spoon. I think we can mix this. There we go. Okay, real simple, fast and easy, quick meal for during the week. I've also got some salmon that I grilled off. Get back in the picture here. And then all we'll do with this glaze is just give that a nice shot over the top. This I did on the barbecue grill outside. I'm not going to take you outside because it was actually snowing and then raining. So we'll just
How long on the grill, Chef?
I just mark it, get a nice grill mark on it, and it almost cooks it fully. And I would give this about 3 minutes in the oven. We'll give this a nice glaze. Okay, and then our other plating, salmon number 2, is our orange ginger glazed salmon. Perfect amount of time in the oven. I just did some real simple green beans, again roasted in the oven, No boiling, no fuss, no must. Salt, pepper, olive oil. About 17 minutes in the oven. You'll see the green beans right here. I love these this way. All the flavor and nutrients stay in. And then again, just a roasted mini potato. A nice little orange for a squeeze over the top. There's some nice caracaras out there right now. And I hope you enjoyed our video again.